when you did Saturday Night Live, that was a big deal to you because I read this thing about how your father, when he wanted to keep you busy, if he was having a party or something, he'd throw you in front of the TV and say, "Watch Saturday Night Live." So that must
Yeah.
have been another surreal moment doing Saturday Night Live. What, 3, 4 times or something you did it?
I
Um,
hosted it 3 times, and I've been a guest on it on multiple occasions, walk on or what have you,
do
doing
you
the
feel
full host
totally
or something.
comfortable doing that kind of thing live? Because I would think for an actor, it is a little different, the live aspect, and then all of a sudden kind of playing Jon Hamm,
I
sort
re
of, you know?
Yeah. I remember the first time I did it, and this was pretty famously the episode with that Amy Poehler, had a baby during, and she couldn't be, on the show. So we had to scramble at the last minute and change the thing, and Coldplay had to do another song, and so it was the live aspect of it was very real. And I got to 8H at whatever 2 o'clock in the afternoon for the show, and you're getting ready, and you knock on the door. Amy's having her baby, so we're losing this sketch, and this is not a Coldplay's gonna do, and then we're gonna change. Basically, we're gonna change the whole show. So it's like, oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
in 6 hours, right? Okay, great, yeah. Where do I need to go? Like, we're gonna get you. Don't worry about it. And that's the amazing part of that show is that everyone's like, okay, yeah, don't worry about it.
And meanwhile, but you're not
We'll
part
handle
of
it.
that. And so you're coming from an
No.
actor's point of view where you're prepared.
I remember standing behind, like, getting ready to go for dress rehearsal at 8 o'clock, and it's dress rehearsal, and the band's playing, and it's basically the show, it's just not on the air, and I'm standing behind the thing, getting ready to go through the door, and the band is playing, you can't hear anything, but people don't realize is that how small the stage is that SNL is on. You think it's this huge place because 'cause it's got Weekend Update, and that must be its own wing, and then
Right.
the other things are in their own thing. It's all in one thing. They just keep moving stuff around. It's like Tetris. So I remember being utterly terrified, waiting for my cue to go on, and the band is playing, and I can feel the bass drum, the kick drum, because it's literally 6 inches away from me, just separated by a thin piece of plywood. And the stage manager is screaming, and the Don Pardo's reading your name, and I don't know what happened, but I realized in that moment, I was like, "Oh, oh, this is a roller coaster. I just have to not fall out of the roller coaster, and I'll be fine. I'll hold on to the bar, I'll enjoy," and I was like, "I'll just enjoy the ride. This is what it's supposed to
Wow.
be. It's supposed to be." And I remember I was kinda having this out of body moment behind the thing, and Jenna Rossitano, who's the stage manager, had to, like, push me out the door because I had missed my cue. I was musing about how I figured it out. He's like, "Get
Right.
out, go." And I go out, and and then the rest is history, and I had the best time.
What
That
a
was the cast that I was closest with were those guys, Hader and Wig and Poehler, even though she wasn't there, Maya and Fred. And I just remember, like, having the best time, and I was like,
really,
"Oh, right, yeah, enjoy this, enjoy it, enjoy the insanity, enjoy the chaos."
what an incredible epiphany to have as you're walking
30
out.
seconds.
30
Yes,
seconds, because if you
exactly.
didn't have that, you would have been miserable and uptight and nervous. And,
Yeah.
but I would think that whole idea of reading cue cards and not being able to look at the person you're talking to, it's just such a strange experience.
Somebody told me, I think it was Jason Bateman. I was like, "What do I do? How do I'm terrified. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna suck, and it's gonna," he goes, "No, no, no, just go and be their guest. You're their guest.
Right.
Like, you're going to their home. Be polite, be their guest. They've been doing this for 40 some odd years. They know how to do it. Don't tell
Makes
them
sense.
you're not gonna tell them anything that they don't know." And in fact, I think the people that maybe don't have the best reputations that have been there have tried to, "Oh, I'll rework the show." You're not gonna rework Lorne's anything. He's got it on lock. He knows what's up.